That's it, they're all in, ready to go. They're off, 2 miles ahead of them, and Aknamara was very slow to get out of the stalls, but has got a fair way to catch up as they sort themselves out through the first furlong of this Shed Handicap. Dreams a Dozen out wide. He's beginning to work over to get a handy position as Taylor Man in the black and green leads them into the first turn, with Dreams a Dozen sitting at his quarters, and then the grey Sea Grey, who disputes third place with African Star in the blue and yellow. Bulldog Spirit in a green and white jacket, the hoops, is racing wide of Devenna, who's also in green and white down at the running well, the stars on the sleeves for Mere Nichols. Clan Chieftain in the pink and green last but one, and from a sluggish start Aknamara racing in touch on the inner in the check silks. Aidan Brooks in the saddle for Phil Kirby. They've gone through the first half mile, and Taylor Man leads up to Dreams a Dozen, Sea Grey, African Star in the blue and yellow just shading fourth, ahead of Devenna, and then Bulldog Spirit, Aknamara and Clan Chieftain as they move towards the top of the straight. Taylor Man then taking them along towards the end now, virtually 3/4 of a mile over Dreams a Dozen, with Sea Grey tucked away on the inside in third, and then African Star under double chasing Danny Tudhope in fourth position, followed by Devenna. In behind Devenna, Bulldog Spirit a little wider, and then Aknamara and Clan Chieftain. Up the straight then, still over a circuit of the track in front of them. Taylor Man and Joe Levy leading a field covered by half a dozen lengths as they slide under the judge. Dreams a Dozen is within a half length under Silvestre de Souza. Sea Grey stalking the leading pair at the end of a circuit now. And then African Star over Devenna to Bulldog Spirit. Aknamara in the light blue is last but one, and Clan Chieftain sitting at the back of the field. Up the viaduct side of the track they go, inside the final 7 furlongs. Taylor Man going enthusiastically in front. Dreams a Dozen keeping the leader honest. Sea Grey, Franny Norton right in behind in third place. Then African Star just in advance of Devenna to Bulldog Spirit, Aknamara last but one, and still Rob Hornby sits quietly at the back of the field on Clan Chieftain. Across the far side of the track they go. 5 furlongs, 1,000 metres to go from here. Taylor Man leading an order that is largely unchanged. Dreams a Dozen remains in closest attendance over Sea Grey. Then African Star. Devenna in a green and white jacket in midfield ahead of Bulldog Spirit, Aknamara and Clan Chieftain. And they leave the half mile behind them, and it's still Taylor Man over Dreams a Dozen. They're beginning to stack up. This will be a little bit of a dash into the final bend here. Taylor Man well positioned over Dreams a Dozen inside the 3. Sea Grey will need a way out the grey fairly soon. Clan Chieftain in the pink and green has come right around the field, getting into it. In behind African Star. Devenna's got little daylight up the inside. Then Bulldog Spirit and Aknamara inside the 2, into the straight. Taylor Man pressing on for home. Sea Grey has now been pulled out by Franny Norton, beginning to power home. Then Dreams a Dozen. Nothing more from Clan Chieftain, who's weakened away inside the furlong. Sea Grey now putting his grey head up sides Taylor Man. These two dominate the finish. Sea Grey coming over the top, inching alongside Taylor Man in a finish of inches. He got a bit disorganised near the line too.